Traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. As you guys are tuning in, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you're a new viewer, consider subscribing to the beautiful channel. So today we traded one stock, CRBU. We're currently up 996.75. This is the only stock we traded today. So, just about $1,000 green day. We did give back 120 bucks off the top towards the very end, but that's okay. It happens. No hard feelings. But I decided to jump on and give you guys a recap here. Uh, the guys went out. Right now, I didn't sleep too well last night, so I got a bit of a slight headache. So just taking it easy, resting up a bit, and here we are. Right. So let's talk about CRBU and some of the areas that we took, some of the opportunities that we took, and what we can do tomorrow to be a little bit better if we see another hot stock. So as usual, coming into the open, we already have our trend line mapped out, right? All the key levels and moving averages and daily levels as well. And we had a high in pre-market around 575. Coming into the open, we had a low 44 and then a low 46, and then we had the first 1 minute candle to make a new high over 63. This was my first opportunity here. And then of course a break of the previous high of the day, which was the pre-market high, second opportunity. And these, from here we moved up. We then had a baby pullback from a high of 85. The stock dipped down to a low of 71. Right here we held up, which was also the pre-market high, and surged up to a high of 615. I should have done much better. Today should have been like a 3K day. You know, trading outside of the home, it's definitely a little bit of a challenge. It's something you got to get used to, something you got to be uh, understanding of, right? A big part of trading is freedom and being able to trade from anywhere in the world. So imagine yourself trading in a coffee shop, at a hotel, on a cruise ship. You got to expect that it's not going to be what you're used to, and you still got to be sharp. So when you come and you sit down in front of your sanctuary here, your computer screens, you still got to be ready to go. And so I think that mentally, I got to amp myself up a little bit more, be a little bit more focused. And tomorrow, if we see this type of opportunity, a 3 to 5K day, I think should be guaranteed. Now, with a high of 620, we pulled back here again, coming into previous highs. This is another opportunity down here. And from there, we did see higher lows, which ended up giving us another entry again. If we missed the lows here, 1 minute candle ultimately making a new high, which pushed up to the 200 moving average, the 200 exponential, right? 200 EMA. From here, resistance. Is this coincidence? I think not. These levels were mapped out since pre-market. We get a high flag though, low of 615 and high point of about 630, 15-cent range. The flag does break out. We get above the 200 now, and you see how the candles are closing above this level. This is usually a good sign. We then push higher, a new high of day here. And I expected this thing to go to $7. It struggled after it got up here, but I did like that we held up the 200 EMA exceptionally well. So we held it up over here initially once and then twice. We held up here, curled up, didn't quite push. So, if you want to count this as twice, this could still be the same area. So maybe it can go like this. We held up twice and then, it pushed up some more. And then even the third time, usually I don't like buying the pullback over here, but it even held up and we went to highs of 60, so over 667, we got to 688. But unfortunately from there, we didn't continue. And, if we zoom out a little bit, I was watching here for the potential ABCD. So it pulled all the way back into the 200 EMA again, resistance becoming support. So the 200 really held up well. I wanted to see the ABCD and have this W here, push up like that. Didn't quite happen. If we zoom out, we'll see that it did attempt a move later. So we had a much, elongated ABCD. If we kind of erase this and, zoom out a little bit more, we can see Say similar midpoint right around 67 area here, pulls back again, higher lows, and then curls back up. So just a bigger time frame if you're watching 5 minute chart, you can see it a little bit more clean, right? But I lost $100 right here in this area thinking that we would go. And you can see the 1 minute candle for this flag tried to make the new high and failed. So from 1100 to 996. But again, we should have been up like 3K. Um, Sometimes it is a little tricky. Other times, you just make mistakes. And a little bit of both, right? So this is, of course, what the MMU students are able to see. I'll show you guys a little bit of sneak peek, right? A little sneak peek of MMU and what those guys can see in terms of the archives, right? So let's pull it up, and we can look at a few trades here today. I didn't scope this out in advance, but yeah, let's see this initial pull away. We can watch one of the flags. Let's come back some more. So we had a bottoming wick, and then right here we had the 1 minute candle make the new high for the extension. So we'll come back a little bit. So, here we go. So we got a high 599. Let's see how Relentless Trader does. So, break of the whole dollar here. Just 1,000 shares. I'm trying to see what this thing is gonna do. Hold on. Let me mute the audio. Here we go. And so it does start to hold above 6, and I'm gonna jump in again here. I'm in at 02, it pushes up to 10. That's a good trade right there. And notice my share size and how small it is, right? I was getting chopped around, so I did reduce my size quite a bit. But the stock started to hold nicely. So we started to get in and out, taking 5, 10 cents at a time. And, look at that right there, for example. I mean, just an incredible push. But unfortunately, the moment it goes, it's right back down. And so, day trading is risky in a sense. So, if you're slow to buy in this high if they push here, it's a chance you're filled all the way up at 35, selling down at 10. And it's the worst thing ever, right? So I'm in, and you can see I didn't even make money. Well, I think I did. I'm in at 23. Let's see. Let's come back. I think I made money. I hope I did. It was so fast. There's 17. There's buying on the tape. I'm trying to buy at break of 20. The stock is already at 30. Am I gonna get a good fill? So I get filled at 24, and I immediately sell. But look at the spreads already. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how I got a good fill there. It looks like I somehow did. I don't know how. But hey, I'll take it. I get robbed most of the time. So whenever they do give me a good fill like that, hey, I'll take it. But anyhow, this was an attempt, a new hive day and a break to the 200 EMA. But the stock did not continue. I bought the pullback at 09. The stock is going to pop back up a little bit. Just a small trade in there. But yeah, as the wedge and flag is completing and we're getting the push, I'm attempting to trade for the new high. So as we fast forward, we can check out another area here, which is then the break of the 200. Well, let's say the break and pull away, right, as we're holding up to 200. So I'm in at 35, and I was very, very, very disappointed in myself here for not being more patient with this trade. The lows here were at 30. 35, I'm risking 5 cents for a high of day, which is essentially at 50, right? So I'm risking 5 cents to make 15 cents. There's my 2 to 1. In fact, that's a 3 to 1 or more. And so I wasn't disciplined enough to hold this trade longer. So you see I'm ending up buying back higher here, just pushing. This is not bad, but it's best to just be in holding. So I'm going to take another couple of cents there. It does get through 50. How well can we hold above 50? I'm going to jump back in again. Can we see 55, 60 here? Taking a couple cents at a time. But yeah, that was the day. Not to show too much, right? We can't give away the MMU, to everybody here, right? So yeah, If you are interested in MMU, which is the day trading course that I have, you guys can feel free to click the link down below. We do have a 4th of July sale going on, code Independence, which will shut down on Friday of next week. So code Independence, 4th of July sale, 40% off. If you want to see my live archives, Marcelo's live archives, if you want the trading course itself, and everything that we offer, be sure to check it out. Some of you guys might say, hey, Relentless, why in the world are you selling a day trading course? Well, the answer is that there's a lot of people out there who are looking to learn and they're looking for something at a fair price. So, instead of making a course and selling it for 10, 20, 30,000, like a university would, right? What is it, 30 hours, 60 hours, like 20 grand or something? I don't know, something like that. But yeah, this is good quality content. Can you learn how to trade without a course like I did? Of course you can. But if you value your time and you want something that's organized, easy to digest in a very risk first, way, that's what we have here, right? The information will be provided to you in a progressive manner. And as you go through the course, you'll learn, you know, all of the techniques that we have about risk management and patterns and edges. So, is everybody going to make it? The answer is no, because there's a factor, there's a variable. That variable is you, the variable is me. At the end of the day, I can buy a course right now and not go through the course, you know. So it comes down to putting in the effort, putting in the time, building the experience, becoming competent, and then becoming confident and putting more risk behind the trades, you know. So these are the things that you can get, right? Weekly lectures, the course itself, which goes from zero to advanced, weekly Q&As, Marcel's archives, my archives, a daily watch list and trade plan, low latency streaming from Discord, right? Via Discord, MMU trading chat room, right? The MMU trading chat room, the inner circle chat. So we have a chat room, which is Discord, right? Discord is a chat. And we also have within that chat a separate section dedicated for MMU students. For those of you guys who want to see, we actually can pull this up here, right? So this is what the Discord looks like. There's a main chat, right? There's over 3,000 people. There's 3,112 people in here. And yeah, so this is the main chat down here, right? The trading floor, which of course the MMU students have access to as well. And then up top right here, we have strictly MMU students who are the orange names. All right. So if you want to be a part of it, be sure to check it out. With that being said, guys, check out the other links down below. It's been a good recap. I do have a slight headache here because I haven't slept well. So I'm going to go catch up on some rest. $996 for the day. This is a late recap. So for those of you on East Coast time, I do apologize. It's 6 p.m. here right now. But I'm going to get ready for bed here pretty soon. So stay safe, stay green. Tomorrow we'll be back to dominate once again. Right now it's not a matter of if, but it's a matter of when. Right now I'm so confident because I trust myself to be disciplined. And I encourage all of you guys to do the same. You have to trust yourself each and every day whilst trading to make the right decisions. And when you do that, you'll be very comfortable as you trade. I no longer show up and I'm nervous. I no longer show up and feel out of whack. Those stuff, it doesn't even occur anymore. It's just me showing up here every day. And will there be opportunities is the only question. So with that being said, guys, stay relentless. Continue to fight. Continue to be disciplined. Continue to actively try to improve. And one day at a time, one trade at a time, and we can see progress. All right. It's been your favorite YouTuber, Relentless, the pastor, as I'm preaching, and I'm signing out.